There's the old saying that if you want to make God laugh, you tell him your plans. And we see God being the God of surprises in our readings today. Because when Saul, or St. Paul, was coming to Damascus, he had a great plan in mind. He knew exactly what he wanted to do. He knew how he wanted to do it. He had it all figured out. But Jesus really transformed him and his plan through that appearance to him. And I think the only person more surprised than Saul about what was going on was Ananias. That saint too had figured out who Saul is, what they needed to do with his arrival. And then you can kind of see the surprise in him when the Lord tells him to go and heal him, when he was, secretly rejoicing in the fact that this enemy of the faith was brought down low, was literally knocked off his high horse. You can really feel his confusion. Lord, are you sure you meant that Saul? Probably meant somebody else. Let's talk about this. But he listens. And because of that, he transforms the world. Because Jesus had chosen St. Paul to be that emissary to the world. We see the same thing in our gospel. Jesus is telling them about the Eucharist. He is explaining how important, how central it is to be in communion with God through the reception of the body and blood of Christ. That he is truly and really present in the Eucharist. And that this gift is coming and will be given to them. But it was a very hard teaching to understand. And a lot of people struggle with it. A lot of people argued with it. But for those that were able to understand it, were able to accept it, were able to recognize that their preconceptions had to take a back seat to God's plan, for them it was a life-changing and life-giving gift. And so it is with us. I think all of us struggle sometimes in our faith, in what we expect and what we plan and what we want. And in those moments when something that we feel God is asking of us, or something that the church teaches to us, is very difficult, and that we feel like, are you sure, Lord? Maybe you meant somebody else. Maybe you want, maybe I misheard you. There's going to be the temptation to say, well, the world, the Lord, and the church all need to change to fit my great plan. But if we do that, we miss the opportunity to be great parts of that plan, like Saint Ananias is. But if instead we keep coming to the Lord and asking for his help to get us to understand, to be open to whatever the Lord is doing, then we can see in the light of eternity how our participation has transformed the world to a much greater place, because we were more focused on what the Lord wants for us than what we have planned for ourselves.